Oh, yeah, thank you for pointing that out. You didn't miss much. Thank you for reminding me to actually turn the microphone on. So yeah, I haven't streamed this in a while. I streamed it a little bit for some people on Discord, last night, but I figured, I should try to stream it for everyone else again, too. So, what we'll do here is actually do something, which, seems pretty basic. Here, let me get the rest of the stream music going before we get fully into it. But I'm going to be showing off a lot of work in Bruhmethius that has happened recently. I did post a lot of this to the Discord on that, but yeah, and when I said I streamed on Discord, I meant like a friend's Discord, not this one, so I will show everyone else what I've been up to recently. So let's drop off some of, like, the one piece of sandstone, since I'm almost out of sandstone, although all that's in a different place. But in fact, actually, we need to go to the Nether Temple, and I want to show off something I did with the Nether Temple too. So let's grab a minecart, and I will take the metro over there. But yes, all of the work I've done recently has been centered around the city of Bruhmethius, and I'm pretty excited about it. So, is this a transfer for the red line? Yes, it is. Okay, I'm trying to make sure. I gotta memorize my own metro map. But it is helpful, though. I use it a lot more than I thought I would, honestly, because in some cases it actually does beat just sprinting. So, what we'll be doing is heading to the Nether Station, which should be the next one on this stop, and then I'll show you all I did a connection directly from the Nether Station. Here we go. So instead of leaving over there, what you do to get to the top of the Nether Temple, you simply go up here. And this takes you inside the Nether Temple. We are basically inside of it right now, and I can actually step outside and wander around in this little landscape that has been preserved here. None of this land has been touched since the temple and this little extension were built. So I did make a water sort of thing up here. And you can climb it shoots you all the way up the elevator to the top of the temple. That way you can just head right up and step into the portal. And what we are doing now is I will show you all what I've done to Bruhmethius and the portal around Bruhmethius. Most portals for each city look kind of like this in the Nether, where it's like some cobblestone and some stone brick around the portal. Well, I decided the lore of this is that the mayor of Bruhmethius was jealous of the other cities, and he went into massive building projects, and as a result, he even wanted the Nether entrance to be fancy. So, look at this. This is the former entrance, and it has been turned into, Egyptian-themed, that sort of thing, because wait till you all see the city itself walking around in there. It is all Egyptian-themed. And when I've been building this, I had the soundtrack to the Prince of Egypt playing the whole time. Just to get me in the mood for it, because I really wanted to get back to it. I think it was like a Wojak meme that reminded me of that movie, even though I haven't seen that movie in a long time. But yeah, I moved the portal. So the portal in Bruhmethius used to be right here. But I made other exits, and I'll show you all some stuff that's been built. So first off, I actually made deep slate and sandstone walls to line this cavern area, and a sort of deep slate pathway going out to the open territory here as an entrance to the city. Yeah, how to upgrade stuff. Be better than others. Yeah, it was basically the fictional mayor being like, screw you, we're gonna have our own city with blackjack and hookers. So he built it. And by him, I mean I did. So this is the actual main entrance to the area we were just in right here. This is the Nether portal entrance, and that leads into this major indoor area. And I've made various other Egyptian-themed additions. For example, this is literally a pharaoh statue made like an iron golem. behind that is a lighthouse that actually I figured out how to make it work. Also, welcome to the stream, Cinema. Hello. I made a few other things too in the meantime. I made a statue of a chariot, because, you know, the Egyptians like their chariots. And you can see some of the other builds I made in the background. But yeah, there's nothing special at the top of the lighthouse, it's just a lighthouse. Oh yeah, but Cinema, this is like the SMP that my channel has, and this is one of like 20 different towns, and one of the 6 really developed ones. The capital city's way bigger, but the capital city's shown off in like every single stream, so it's rare we have one that doesn't have the capital in it. But I've made some other buildings, including this fancy-looking obelisk right there. And this main building right here is the governor's mansion, or at least the governor's office of sorts. It has a sort of like day-night theme, like a big walk-up promenade. I have some guards flanking, and then you have the quarters for the governor behind here. And this is where the governor lives. He has, like, and entertains guests, that sort of thing. A kitchen, and he has a private chef, that sort of thing. And you go upstairs, there's a viewing area, but also this functions as the offices for, like, the government offices. And flanking on either side, you have meeting rooms and various government office-related things. Very simple things, but still. Little question, but what build were you working on or wanted to do in the future? Oh, I had a lot of builds planned. For example, in fact, I think I had a list. I had a list until my browser crashed right before the stream started. That's why the browser's a bit, or the stream's a bit late. My whole goddamn browser crashed, and I had to resort everything, and it got rid of half my tabs. Including the tab that had the map of the server I had on it. Yep, and it didn't load the right one, so... Try to pull this up, because you won't be able to see it on screen. I'm just going to read something out. Yeah, it got rid of most of the tabs. I'm planning like a big summer palace for the Imperial Palace. I'm planning a build that looks like the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, inspired by that. I'm planning a build that's like a fancy ballroom for government officials and the capital. There needs to be a big archery range and armory thing for the army, because they don't have a big one right now. We need a central hospital in the capital city, and as well as a cathedral. I want to make a big cathedral, because I've made like 3 different cathedrals on 3 different servers throughout my time in Minecraft, and I've outdid myself each time, so I need to outdo myself again. Yeah, yeah, I use the Opera browser. It's not the best, but I like the tab groups. But half of those got deleted, so I have to resort that after the stream. This building right here is just a massive, you know, themed gate to the city. There's nothing inside here yet. I don't know what to put inside it, besides that Enderman for some reason. But, you better not leave the dirt in there. Better clean up after yourself. But, yeah, the nerve of some people. But, yeah, this is just the landward gate to the city. And once you head through here, there's one other building that was part of the expansion, which is over here. I made a luxury hotel, because we have the Dagler Hotel in the capital city that is bigger than this one, but I figured if this city wanted to be something on the map, it needed a, you know, place for tourism, if you were thinking about it like a real empire. So you head inside here, and it's just somewhat small, somewhat Middle Eastern slash sort of themed place. Like they have a shawarma stand over here next to a little private beach. Think of it as very like gentrified or whatever, which is a bad thing, but still, like foreign developers came in and tried to make a period themed hotel. But here's the bathhouses. We have a wet bath over here, and then we have a dry sort of Turkish bath over here, even though it has water in the middle still. But yeah, and of course, they're just rooms. It's a 2-story hotel, that sort of thing. But the dome on top. So that was the first thing I had built in the recent expansion. Because before that, the only building that was there was the cathedral. In fact, the cathedral was the only thing that put this place on the map. And I figured that if this city was just a regular-ass village with a few extra houses, and the only thing to put it apart was the cathedral, you know, it would need some other stuff. And I did a few changes in the cathedral, like I added some extra seats, added some places for librarians, and I freed the turtles. Although I think I did that before too, but that's where the turtle shrine maidens or temple maidens used to live, but now the turtles are roaming free. I tried to make them breed and like place some sand or whatever, but I think they need like a proper beach biome to do that properly. I don't know. I didn't read the wiki, so oh well. Other than that, that's what I've mainly been doing. And I'm trying to debate what to do this stream, because mainly it was just showing off what I had spent my time on here. I'm thinking if I was going to build a palace, like, because the palace in the capital city, let me show you guys the palace there, because it's not the best, and it's kind of cramped, and theoretically, if the Emperor had one, the Emperor would need, you know, a grander palace that they could get away from the capital city in, because there's, you know, limited space in the capital city, so... Let me head back to the metro system. I haven't actually added more towns to the network yet. There's some that that I know are out there, but I haven't actually added to the Empire, and they don't have their connections to the Nether highways yet. And yeah, it's too bad I'm not really thinking about doing a metro system in the Nether, but I like that the metros are good for making things faster in the more sprawling cities, like the capital, so... At least, now I'll just take... Oh! Really? I wish there was a way to, like, specifically manually link portals, because I thought it would take me back to the portal that's at the Nether Temple, but I guess that's not the case. Because I was going to use the metro system again. I think they only put eggs on the block they spawned on. The block they spawned... I don't know where they spawned on. I kidnapped them and put them in the temple. Oh well. I'll figure it out if I want to. If not, I'll probably be lazy and do nothing. So, I'll show you all the problem with the current palace. So this is the current palace. There's actually a road that goes under the steps up to it. So here we are, right on Aquarius Street. Or right off of Aquarius Street. Actually, which street is this? Yeah, no, this is still Aquarius. So, right off of Aquarius, we have the Winter Palace. Although, I don't know why I call it the Winter Palace, because the capital city, I don't even know, like, what the climate would be for the capital city. That's not very true. Well, the Russians had a summer and a winter palace, but, oh no. Why are all those villagers... How did all those villagers get stuck? I finally started bringing the population back up, and they all... The villagers are so stupid. You're free now, go! Go, I'm Moses freeing you from Egypt, go! Ow. But, the problem with this palace is, if you head inside here, again, it's kind of like Mayan themed. Go in here, it's just this one main, like, guest entertaining room. You have a bedroom here, which is, like, the primary bedroom for the Emperor, or whatever, and his wife, or whatever. And then you have another bedroom, like a guest one. And they're... Probably not, that's a roommate. But, besides that, it's just... You go up here in the second floor, it's like a few tiny rooms, and most of that space is dedicated for stairs. And then just a few balconies. Oh yeah, I got the bees working, by the way. We actually have bees producing honey now. It took so long for me to get it working, but we did. Actually, I have a bee box and a bee nest, so... And then you have the roof up here. It's a very small palace, because this capital city is kind of crunched for space, and they're still stuck there. Okay. Hello, bee. What are you doing? Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, did one of them kill themselves by going into fire? I didn't think they'd go that far from the hive. I thought they would just stick down there. No, don't tell me they're game-ending themselves. Oh yeah, I forgot Waka was there. Hi, Waka. What you doing? You need a... Again, see, Waka needs a bigger, pool as well. We need a bigger palace, so I gotta make one of those. In fact, while I'm here, though, I will get the honey. Put that in there. One thing in most playthroughs I've watched. Chickens just lay an egg. Well, no, I was talking about turtles, not chickens. I meant turtles. That's what you were talking about? Yeah, no. I meant the turtles back in the cathedral. So. But yeah, that was an Eastern-style cathedral. Another thing I wanted to build was a Western-style, you know, Gothic cathedral in Kufmal. And if I look at a map of the city, I think I know where I would want to build it too. So the palace and the cathedral are probably the next on the list, because I know I want a graveyard in the next to the cathedral, because we don't actually have like a graveyard in the city. I would want it over here somewhere. In fact, maybe just off of this beach right here, I could have the cathedral stretching down this way or something, or because I need enough of a space for it, enough blueprint. Let's see. Because it won't be as big as the footprint of the harbor. I know that much. Although, actually, it may be faster just to get to the harbor. Where's the nearest metro station? Library. Library is the nearest metro. We'll take the yellow line up to the harbor, and then I'll show you all what I'm talking about. And there's the abandoned station for the old Carhill Kufmal Express line. So let me take the yellow train. Although I'm thinking the green line is almost as long as the yellow, or has almost as many stations as the yellow line now, even though the green line is much longer since it goes over an ocean. Wait, which station? Oh no, this is Treasury. I don't want to be here. I want to go all the way to the end of the line. Let me see if I can hit the button. Yes, I hit the button. Alright, cool. I could skip a station by doing that. Oh, well, have a good dinner. Cinema. I had some leftovers. My roommates took us to Olive Garden last night, so I had some of that, but I, like, made some canned chicken and stuff with it. But yeah, here we are at the port station. Wait a minute. Oh, that's cool. I forgot that I had an entrance inside and outside the walls of the port. I forgot I did that, because this was the first station I ever constructed in the metro system. So it's kind of a prototype. But when we head over here, another building I forgot to show you all. I built a actual school, because the only other school in the city was tiny. So I actually built like a sort of public school. Looks kind of like an elementary one, but you have like an interior courtyard and things. And it's pretty simple. So it's just, you know, your standard fare of classrooms and other things. You have like a cafeteria over here. Kind of cramped, but still. Oh yeah, and wait a minute. What? Really? These villagers are so stupid. My god. My god. I need to go and help them. How did they even get up there in the first place? Oh, did they not? I forgot these doors don't close. School looking better than most American. That is true. That is true. Alright, oh yeah, and villagers get stuck on everything. Like, you give them one wall and they'll get stuck on it. And like, the only way to unstick them is by actually destroying the wall. It's not fun. So, wait a minute. Why is that stopped? Who stopped the sheep? No. The sheep merry-go-round needs to keep moving. There you go. If that sheep isn't nauseous, then I have failed as a human being. And I need to go up to the top of the roof, past the concert venue, and where are they? They just drop down there? Really? Do I have to put like a few blocks there so you can unfreeze yourself? Uh-oh. Alright, come at me, you buggers. Come at me. Got one. One more shot. Oh, no, he's gone. There's more? Or was that his death cry? Also, you two move. Get your asses gone. Just leave us. You have a path now. Path. Turn your pathing on. Turn your pathing on. You can jump up here. What are you doing? Why are you such an idiot? Just move. Go. Go. You know, I'll just push you off the edge. Alright? If y'all don't want to go that way, you can go this way. See ya. You want to join him? You want to join him? Come on, join your friend. Y'all can have fun frolicking in the garden. There you go. Actually, I'll join you all. Where's the water? There we go. Oh god, more of them. Ugh. Just take the sneaky route. Yeah, you can see the subway down there. In fact, this is where I wanted to be too. Oh yeah, and here's another building I wanted to show off. This is the Kufmal Metro Transit Authority headquarters. This is the company that makes the subway. So here's one of the subway entrances right here, the yellow and red line. Come up here, and they actually have a direct connection into these offices. And it's just the company's offices. They have like a workshop here for their contractors and their engineers. And the entrance to the building just looks like subway cars. So the front entrance, it's just a giant sign like this. And I was inspired when I was in Philadelphia. The way they laid out, they kind of had an office for their metropolitan transit sort of system in the city. I mean, it didn't have these subway cars as entrances. I added that, but they had like this glass entrance in the building. Hello, Chris does stuff. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, my Minecraft AI. The villagers are so stupid. It sucks when you're building a city on the water. Ugh, it's the second they... Again, I've said it every stream, but the second they touch water, their pathing just short circuits. They should be touching some grass instead, is what I'm saying. But now that we're over here, if I did want to build a cathedral, I'm trying to pick out the best piece of land for it. Another thing I did is I built an extension to one of the roads. If you look at the intersection of Army Row and Borough Boulevard here, I extended, this is new, I extended Army Row up here. I swear I can hear one of them. Where is he? There he is. Wait. I've never seen a golem fight one of them before. No, hit the golem. Yeah, he hit the golem. I didn't know golems target them. Hey, protect me. Ah, I got him. Oh yeah, I forgot I built this random hole here for no reason. Okay. But I need dirt or something? I think that's where I did get dirt. I don't know. But yeah, this road now extends next to the gardens and the old palace, and heads down here, because this is the spawn area for the server. Everyone who spawns here spawns around this area. And I'm thinking the cathedral could go... so maybe on top of this water right here? Facing... I don't know which way it should face. Because I want it to have significant footprint. Maybe the footprint of the hotel or a bit bigger, honestly. Because I want to outdo the last cathedral I made a long time ago. We'll see. We'll see. In the meantime... What project? Let me look at my project board and see which projects I can make a start on during this stream. There's the ballroom. Only question is, I don't know what I want the ballroom to look like. Because if anything, the ballroom and the cathedral are going to have kind of a similar layout. Well, not really, but... What else could I build? I could build a cloth mill? Why did I write a cloth mill? Oh yeah, because I had a mill. I had a water mill for wheat, like making wheat, but that's in the center of the city, and it's stagnant water, not running water. So I don't know why I built it there, but oh well. I should have built it in a river. Actually, you know, I was thinking about building that one palace in the city of Uxban, and I'm thinking, what if we built a mill in Uxban too? Because there is a river near there. In fact, let's do that. Let's go to Uxban and let's see how well developed Uxban is. While I'm here, I guess I will collect some of this nether wart. I noticed, I went through some old screenshots. This little patch of nether wart has been here for a long time. And in fact, when I look at the oldest buildings in the city, this is one of them. These numbers, I didn't number the buildings based on how old they were, but this naturally occurring area right here looks so much like a hot spring to me. I thought, well, let me just make it a hot spring. So I did. And this building has always been this like sauna hot spring area since the town was tiny, and there were like 3 buildings here. So before there were even villagers here. Now head back, drop this stuff off. Which one had it? There we go. Let me change the song. Just advance it to the next one. What else do we need? I think we're good. You're just heading to Uxban. I don't think I need anything else. What am I waiting for? Oh yeah, the portal's down here. Oh, I guess I picked up some of the wool. Can I like shove that in the chest? No, it's full. No, it's full. Take it. I don't want it. Wait a minute. That's it. Whoa, I can use more building material. Let me just grab some of this and we'll use it for building. Since I have way too much of it anyway, why not? I'll take a lot of this type of wool as well. Green. Oh, a lot of green, definitely. And what else do I have a lot of? It's orange. Yeah, that's... We'll just take a bunch of it to Uxban with us. Let me make sure I caught this up. There we go. Oh yeah, Uxban is over here. I almost went to Bruhmethius again. Yep, there we go. Because even though Uxban is one of the core Imperial cities, I haven't really done too much related to it. Like, it has... I think it's seen the least development of all the core cities. Please don't aggro. Please don't aggro. There we go. Uxban. Dream? Is that a Dream SMP reference? Bro? Alright, so yeah, here we are in Uxban. I actually did name all the streets here, but I didn't number any of the buildings. This is the only other city where the streets have names. Because if I tried doing this in a place like... If I tried naming all the streets in, let's just say, Carhio, that wouldn't work, since Carhio is a vertical city and everything is stacked on top of each other. That would just get overly complicated since everything lines and turns. But, yeah, the only major thing in Uxban, like the only major landmark, is the Melon Temple complex over here. Because you just turn on here on Melon Drive, and here's the entrance. Yeah, that's it. The Melon Temple complex, and that's it. Just, you know, some temples dedicated to melons in the middle of the jungle. And then the holy site, of course. While I'm here, I will make a holy site to the lava pools that started the fire in the very first episode. For those of you who don't know, in the first episode of this, I was looking for yellow flowers so I could make yellow dye. and because I wanted to build a big temple that we ended up making. But while I was here, this lava pool right here started a fire that burned half of the jungle, and that's why all of this looks sort of damaged here. So I made this a holy site for pilgrimages. So, and I also named this the Melon Temple Complex because this is where I found my first melons in the world. So, and as you can see, that's a little temple dedicated to melons, a very small one. And in fact, I think. Wait a minute. You're telling me this broke? Because this used to be the old temple for the city.
We are farmers.
Well, thank you. Welcome, Pokey. But, oh yeah, thank you for the sub. I forgot I had some of the... Again, I keep forgetting I have the Streamlabs notifications. But I guess the flame got burnt out here. I may have to relight that at some point, because it made a new portal for me, and I just used that ever since. So, yeah. I want Uxban to have more than just the melon complex. The Melples. Well, I mean, in the city of Cardio, I do have the Shremple, which is the temple dedicated to Shrek. So, in fact, screw it, I'll show you all, I did add a few things there as well. So, I'll show you all that too. But I want to just tell you all what my thought process for this, because if we head down here, I want to show you all the site for the upcoming palace. Because since I need a bigger... I think I would make it sort of like themed after the Russian Imperial Palace, like the old one that the Tsars had in Petersburg or whatnot. But this would be the site of it right here. Kind of outside of the main town of Uxban, a little further away and right next to this river. So on this sort of plain right here is where I would have the whole thing, the whole shebang palace built. But that will be a long-term project, just like the cathedral. So, thoughts on the stuff in 1.19? The only thing I heard about with 1.19 was the release of the Warden. So. And I don't know too much about that. I know the Warden's scary, but what else is actually going to be in it? Because I don't know anything besides that. Oh yeah, I was just heading over here. If any of y'all haven't seen Jamestown, not much has actually been added to Jamestown, because this is not... I don't own Jamestown. Technically, Jamestown is under control of Governor Nerd, but Nerd hasn't been on the server for a while. In fact, so this is the, like, Chaos Temple he started building a while back. Actually, when he left the server, the roof wasn't even connected to the main temple, so I added, like, these pillars of stone bricks for him, so it didn't look so weird. But yeah, he started building some stuff, and he made a really big hole, so there's just, you know, a really big hole on the ground. But besides that, there's not too much else in Jamestown, so... Oh yeah, he's making cloberries too. I don't even know how those work though, because when you grow them like this, aren't they supposed to have, you know, berries? Like, I don't know how to actually get stuff from them. Oh yeah, I forgot this was his sheep building. And that's where he was getting all the wool for that, that's funny. Let me find his portal, and then I'll head to Carhill. Here's his portal. Frogs are coming out. Oh, there are frogs? Is that it? Or were there any other features? Because, I mean, I don't know what, frogs do. But, oh, I'm gonna have to fight you, aren't I? Out of here. Be gone with you. So yeah, if I wanted over there, there's New Grothgar. Nah, I won't take a peek. Basically, New Grothgar is controlled by, someone named Dick Moore, but, he basically turned his town into Vietnam. It just straight up looks like Vietnam with bamboo everywhere and like all these workers' huts, all this other stuff in it. It's pretty neat. And he was like building a massive hotel that just looks like a giant pillar in the sky. It's weird. So we'll head over here to get to Carhill. But yeah, if any of you want more information on what some of the other cities in this server look like, on my channel's Discord server, which there's a link in the description, I have a channel dedicated to pictures of each of the cities using a mapping software I got. So that has actual more descriptive versions of that. So, here, we'll make a stop in Carhill. Wardens and Frogs is all I know. Ah, I see. So now we're in Carhill, which is the most vertical city. I've just tried to make it as chaotically unplanned of a city as possible. So, and I'll show you all the new metro system, because I don't know if I showed that off or not. Maybe I did. In fact, I think I did show it off last time, but still. In fact, over here is the Shremple, if we head to the front. There's the army base. They have their own fort in the army. And this is the Shremple right here, or the Shrek Temple. And for those who don't know, inside of it is a full recreation of Shrek Swamp. And I don't know what the priests are doing up there, but are you going to push the other one off? Oh well. But yeah, there's a Shrek Swamp, basically. And an outhouse, because of course. And in fact, I'll show off, to get into the city, I'll head all the way to the fort and take the metro system into the city, because I reuse the old tracks. Right here, this is the canal that heads all the way down to the walled city of Fort Jennings. So if you go all the way there, that'll take you to Fort Jennings. But we're heading to the metro line. What are the priests doing? I don't know. What the priests doing? What the dog doing? More of those phantom things. Alright, let's go. So this is the station that goes right under the fort. Oh, one of them tried getting all the way down here. Wait, can I snipe one? No, I missed. I hope I didn't hit anyone inside the fort. Uh-oh. But yeah, the minecart heads into the Shremple. Kind of like the People Mover at Disney. But then we get to Shrek Station, which is named that because you get to the St. Fiona Shrektis Church from here, but here's another exit. There's a lower exit here on the lower half of the city, and then there's an upper exit over here. And this takes you into the heart of the city itself. And if you want to get up to the St. Fiona Shrektis Church, you just take up these stairs, and here you are. Even though it has crosses, even though it's... So this is technically heresy, but I don't know, I'll give some Hail Marys later or something. But, even though I'm not Catholic. Anyway, moving on. Again, I'm still trying to make the city as vertical as possible. So, to mixed effect. A lot of these places are sort of isolated here. And the newest additions to this part, I can head up these stairs. I'm trying to make a third level to the city, because there are only really two main levels. There's a dance club here that's, like, really weirdly colored. It's, like, Hulk-colored, almost, in a way. But don't think about it too much. And it's also a big fire hazard. This entire city is a fire hazard, really. But, heading down back to the center, past the Research Institute, you get to the KFP, because I know at the end of one of the recent episodes, I was like, okay, I built a KFP in 2 other cities, I'm going to build another KFP in Cargill. So I did it, and now we have a KFP location in Cargill. So, pretty basic. And it's the first time I actually used wood from the Nether, since I had gotten some wood from those Nether trees a long time ago, and I never used it for anything. Oh yeah, and in case you were wondering, the other entrance to the metro is right here. So there's 2 stops in the metro in the city itself, and there's another stop near the fort, and then after that, the metro goes all the way across the ocean back to the capital city that we were in earlier. So this is Cargill is the only city that is connected to the capital city via the metro system, mainly just because it's the only, like, the closest one, and the track across the ocean was already there from, like, really early on in the server's development. But yeah, so the city, again, is just, I tried to make it more vertical. I just need to build more random-ass houses. I also found out how to make a mirror. Like, you can use banners to make something that looks like a mirror. And I use that if I head down here, near the hospital. Oh yeah, I built a hospital too. But near the hospital, there's a... Ow! Rude. I made, like, a barber shop. there it is, and I made like barber poles advertising it. So you head up here, and I used actual like mirrors in this little barber shop, and here's one of those mirrors that I copied. So yeah. Chair in the middle. What? Oh, I'm just gonna sleep. Get those phantoms off my back. Chain. Wait, the chain in the middle. It's now WHT. What right? I don't know what you're talking about with that. Oh yeah, here's the hospital. It's a really small hospital, but still. I guess while I'm over here, I'm debating something, because I don't know whether or not it would be worth it to extend the metro system to Fort Jennings. I want you all to tell me what you think. I'm gonna get myself over to Fort Jennings, and based off of how long it takes me to get to Fort Jennings, because again, the thing is, it has to be faster than just running in the Nether, because the Nether Highway is really well developed. So I'm just wondering if it would be even worth it to extend the metro that way. Because if anything, the metro would just go next to this. And if we already have the canal, then what's the point of the metro? But, well, I mean, I kind of need a boat to use the metro, or the canal, and I don't have a boat. It's a bit embarrassing. Is there a tree near here? Yeah, still. I need to get some wood anyway. I think I have... There has to be a building in Cargio that I actually have something in. It may be worth it to keep a horse here, too, because right now the Imperial Stables have all my horses, but that's back in the capital city, and it's a pain in the ass to get them out here. Oh yeah, you see that entrance to the metro right near it? Right? This was the old station building for when it wasn't a metro, and it was just a regular express train line, and then I stopped using it when I built the Nether Highway, so I made it into like a museum on both of the ends that had a station for it. But anyway, where's the house I actually kept everything in this city? I don't know if I actually did keep everything in the city. I thought I always brought resources over here. I don't want to chop down that tree though. That's an important one. Where did I keep everything in this city? Oh well. I'll just chop down a tree over here. In fact, that stone structure right there is an entrance to the canal, so once I make a boat, I can just head down there. Trains. Now we use cars in the US of A. You know, tell that to Amtrak. Rip Amtrak, honestly. Not gonna lie. They are not... Although, when have they ever been doing well, to be honest? Alright, let's make ourselves a boat. And then I will head back to this place. The place I belong, Country Roads. Old meme, but I know. Alright, we got a boat. And I've made like these emergency exits in the canal in case I needed to. So as long as we keep heading this way, because I actually haven't used the canal in I think a year. You use boats on land. Now that's the real man's method of transportation right there. Now you're talking. So yeah, it exits into a river right here, and then you keep going, following this. It took so much effort to make this canal, and I ended up using it like twice because the Nether Highway just works so much better. Like I thought, oh that's cool, having a canal all the way to the city. But the coolest part about using this method of travel is the reveal. Look what happens when you exit it. It's just like a Jurassic Park reveal moment. This da-da-da, here we are. Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da. I'm getting copyright claimed. I say as I use Toho music, although no one copyrights Toho music. Anyway, we will head over to the boat dock. I actually haven't built much more in this city, besides the walls. Like, the walls and the keep itself are, like, the only points to this. That's why all the boats keep heading over here. None of them keep going back, because I always just take the Nether back. I never take the canal back. In that case, it may be worth it to build a metro line as well, just to say there is a metro connection if I wanted it. But yeah, this is, for anyone who doesn't know, this is the city of Fort Jennings. And I actually haven't done too much else to it since I built the walls. And over there is the very first KFP restaurant. First one I built here, the second one was in the capital, and the third one was in Cargill. Are you trapped? No, you're not. But I built like a few other buildings here and there, not many. Although I do have a stable here. I forgot I actually had a set of stables for other horses, but this isn't the main stable, so maybe I should set up a stable in Cargill. Even though I never use horses, so maybe not. I don't know whose horse that is. In fact, I think someone else tamed that horse? I don't know. I rode through the desert on a horse with no name, and it felt good to be out of the rain. Anyway, dumb references aside, yeah, there's the first KFP. They're all built really differently. Oh well. Back to that. Not too much else, because I would think I should save some construction for this city, since we have so much room to build stuff inside the walls here. Although, while I'm here, I will get some resources from the outside, because this place is kind of like the breadbasket of the Empire, or one of the breadbaskets of the Empire. Over here, there's like a massive sort of area for crops. And I did build a moat all around the walls, so we'll march around the walls until they fall. We're going all Jericho on this. West Virginia. Again, classic. You know, again, I've said this before, but please, for the love of God, let Obsidian make another Fallout game. Why is there a sheep inside the wall? Oh well. There's an imposter among us. Oh, my inventory's almost full. Well. Here, I'm gonna build 2 random purple wool blocks. There, it's a purple tree. Cool. Now I have an extra inventory slot. I'll just harvest all this. So, yeah, again, I've focused all my development time in the past on the capital, and then recently it's been mainly Bruhmethius. But I have done so little on some of the other cities. Because again, of like the 20 in the Empire, there's only like 3 or 4, actually 5 or 6 that I would consider major cities. All the rest are just NPC villages with like 1 or 2 buildings added onto them. But this one is one of the ones that is, you know, on the bigger side. I don't need the gunpowder, screw that. And I don't need the cobblestone. Cobblestone. Ho ho. Les fiches au chocolat. Anyway. So what I'm thinking is, for those who haven't seen it yet, I'll show them the map project and the capital city so they can get a sense of scale for the Empire. And once I've done that, I'll plan out the next build. And by plan out, I mean getting resources for it. Because now that the terrain has been expanded, and a lot of places you can just, or everywhere now, you can just dig further down than you used to be able to. I want to do that more, so I can actually, like, I've been digging and getting resources in cities that I hadn't before. Like, what's an example? Yeah, the deep slate. It's mainly getting deep slate. I had my mind blanked for a second. But it is nice to have deep slate because it's such a good-looking building material, and it's so easy to access. Because before, if you wanted that any sort of stone like that, you had to get black stone, which was in like a few places in the Nether, and it was really like dangerous to try to harvest. So I'm glad that they actually have deep slate now. Fallout 99, those Iron Man's guys are now North Korean. The Brotherhood of Steel. Because, of course, if it's a Fallout game, you have to have the Brotherhood of Steel in every Fallout game, no matter how contrived it is. Thanks, Bethesda. It just works. Yeah, for some context, I watched, I think, how many did I watch? I watched, I think, 40 hours of content that was just people ranting about Fallout games. So, my brain's a little primed for that sort of thing. Gotta go, but, oh, well, thank you for joining. But, yeah, thank you for joining the stream, and, enjoy the rest of your night. I'm going to head back, because another thing is, I haven't worked on the map project in a little while. Maybe when I end the stream, I'll work on that some more. It's just tedious. But, oh yeah, we never dropped off all the wool that we were supposed to. Oops. We'll just go back to Kufmal. Actually, I know exactly what we'll do. What we'll do, after we go to the map project, we'll head right back to Uxpan and actually begin setting up for building the Winter Palace, and then we'll just start construction of the Winter Palace. Or at least planning of it, because I actually want to plan this out a little bit. Do I have an MS Paint window open? Yes, I do. I have an MS Paint window open that's one box, because I meant to look up some, like, reference photos, but I haven't yet. Watch 2 hours of Foods of Fallout. Nice. You want some sugar bombs with that? But, where's the map project? Actually, yeah, I should probably have just found another metro station, but oh well. I mean, the Yellow Temple is kind of close by anyways, so let me head over there. Oh yeah, here are the two Dongo restaurants, Seiron and Ringo's Dongo places. And I actually did put in some lore. I made books in Minecraft for some of these places and hid the books inside places. Like, there's books in the top of the temple right there, and they tell stories between inhabitants of the city. They're like letters that people write to each other. Like the two houses of the two famous families in the city. On one side you have the Margatroids over there, and then you have the Kurisames on that side of the city. There are two books hidden somewhere in each of those houses that tell a story between some of the people there. So it took, I don't know, I thought it would be, like, fun to add some character to this place, but, anyway. So, yeah, here we are at the map project. I did have it to where I can update the maps easily, though, since they're all connected. So I updated all the stuff for Bruhmethius, and it actually has everything added there now. Some of the places aren't updated, though, and I need to update them later. I did update Cargio, just so you can see, like, the KFP. There's the fort right there, all that sort of stuff. And, of course, there's Vietnam. I haven't been there in a while, but you can see how big Vietnam, or New Grothgar is the real name for it, but you can see how big New Grothgar has gotten. And that's not updated. He may have been working on that in the meantime, so. Yeah, I've just been meaning to extend this more, but I haven't. I've been too busy, honestly. I have 3 projects going right now, so it's a mess, but anyways. I also thought it would be cool to build a city here, but, you know, I've already been building so many cities that it would be too tedious to build another one. But that would be a cool island to have a city on right there. Of course, you can see the sheer footprint that the capital has now that I've added everything. You know, sometimes forget on why my main world I make room just for maps, then I try to replay the game. Wait, do you make a new world every time? Because I used to do that. I have, in fact, to show you all what I wanted to do for the Cathedral, I'll show you all a world download I had of an old place. Because I want to show you all what I'm going for with that Cathedral I want to build. Granville. That's where I want to go. This was an old server I used to play on. I've shown it on stream before, but just to take a little bit of a tangent, once I join this, the only thing I want to do is, because again, I've one-upped myself with 3 different cathedrals. I'll show you all the biggest one I had built to date, and I want to show you all why I want to build one bigger than that. But it does take a while to load, of course, since it's single player. But let me switch the music right here. Come on. Oh, wow, this is slow. Okay. My internet is not the best right now. Oh yeah, it's this song. I love this song. Okay, so, yeah. This is an old creative server I used to be on, where it was just a bunch of people building stuff. That is the biggest, one of the biggest temples I've ever built. It's definitely the tallest, but that's not what I wanted to show you all. I may want to build something like that in the capital. That would be an idea. In fact, I think that would be a good idea to build something like that later. But yeah, I've built a bunch of random stuff here. I had a little statue, but this is what I wanted to show you all right here. This is the, what did I call it? The St. Benedict or something? Yeah, St. Benedict Cathedral. With a little thing in front. Ignore the giant starship in the background. Again, I had an entire separate stream where I toured this whole place. So I'm not going to show that off this time. What I will show you all, though, is I want to make something bigger than this cathedral. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I want to. And I want to use a lot of black stone or, like, deep slate and stuff like that. So... And even inside here, you can see how massive this is. You know how massive of a project this would be. Because to one-up myself with even this. Because my other cathedrals, I think one of them was only this long. Like, this was the maximum length of the cathedral. Oops. What's under here? Just old landscape. Yeah. Desert. Oh yeah, I built a little mini cathedral in the cathedral. But yeah, and I want a magnificent organ like this one in the city and the cathedral. So I don't know how I'm gonna one-up myself when I try to build this in the main server. I wonder if the Nether Sky bedrock will ever be moved up or something. Oh, the like maximum height in the Nether? I don't know what that is there. Huh. But yeah, on this server, you can see this building is kind of like related to the old building I had made or the new one in Kufmal. In fact, this one is bigger than the one in Kufmal, but it was made in single player, or I mean creative, not survival. But I took the same basic idea with like a Senate chamber and like a House of Representatives. It's just these are much bigger. In fact, I wonder if some later down the line I would build a much bigger government building and have the old one be a museum or something in the server. That would be cool. But yeah, I spent a lot of time on this server, and it maybe a little too much time, to be honest. But yeah. Anyways, back to the actual, Kufmal. That was a world download, by the way. The server changed its maps a while ago. It still exists, but they changed maps, so all of that is gone, and I got a world download. It's taking a while. Taking its sweet time. Oh yeah, when is my realms gonna renew? Be gaming a little too much. Yeah, I mean, most of that, keep in mind, most of the stuff you saw was built in 2017, 2018. The server I just showed you was around back then. In fact, I was still working at Publix then. The only reason I remember that is because when I was on one of my shifts at Publix, I was thinking about the size I wanted to make the cathedral before I built it, because I planned and built the cathedral in the span of like 2 full days because it was a creative server. So, yeah, compared to that one temple that we flew by there, I think the other temple was bigger, but this is the biggest temple I have ever built in survival. But, yeah, I do like increasing the scale of builds, especially because it means it takes up more landmass, and because it takes up more landmass, it gives me a better excuse to build more metro stations. Oh yeah, I actually have a bridge here, I could use it for once. So now the last thing that's left is to do what I said before, and get all this building material to spawn. So let's just do that. Can't believe Dream ripped off my SMP. How dare he? I'm gonna sue him. God, I've never actually done a Minecraft speedrun before. I am not a speedrunner. I like looking at videos about the history of speedrunning. Like I like summoning salt like everyone else, but I am not a speedrunner, nor do I ever want to be one. I don't know if I've even fought the Ender Dragon in. No, we haven't. We haven't fought the Ender Dragon in this world. I just focused on building. That's a little embarrassing. Alright, we're back. So now I'm actually going to focus on building here. Or at least setting up the build here. How long have I been streaming? An hour. Or at least I'm going to set up. Do I have an actual mine here? Because if not, that would be good to set up one. I don't think I do, because I don't even think I have a base of operations in this city. I may just want to make like some hole-in-the-wall base and have that be my base of operations for now. In fact, right here, just under these stairs would be a perfect place for that, so... Because I do have like some small bases in the Imperial core cities just for laying out things I need to build. See, I'll do this, make a little hole in the wall, set up shop, and then we can start mining. Because I want to make a tunnel down to the new terrain here. You know, like the... what is the name for the new terrain? With the update that came out a little while ago. With the deep slate and everything. What was the official name for that? Because I forgot. Shove all the stuff we don't need in here. What else? Guess purple blocks not used that much in the real world. This actually is the bite. Is that the bite of 87? It's funny that for how big of a meme that was, it was just the bite of 83, and we were lied to. Markiplier lied to us. How dare he? I will make a fence gate instead of a door, because I don't want a villager getting in here. What do I want to make? I don't want a filthy villager getting in here. Alright, we'll make a purple bed since I don't use purple for anything. I'm not the man behind this water. Alright, we got purple. And time to start digging. We're gonna rock and stone, baby. Do I have a stone cutter? Stone cutter. Stone cutter. I need an iron ingot for that. And I didn't think to bring one. Unfortunate. Come to think of it, I didn't bring a lot of other stuff, too. I didn't bring any coal. I should be prepared when I do stuff like this, you know? But I'm not. I have plenty of that in Cerro Hall, though, but, oh god, I haven't been to Cerro Hall, though, in a long time. I forgot that city existed. You know, my Wild West town that I haven't done much with. I haven't even built a bank there. If it's a Wild West town, like, is it even a Wild West town if it doesn't have a bank? Does it? Wait a minute. It doesn't have a saloon, either. I think I only recently had built a jail, like, a month ago. So it doesn't even have a bank. It's not a real Wild West town. Damn. So damn, I'm embarrassing myself here. Like, I can't call myself a true Wild Westie. I'm not Will Smith. I don't live in the wild, wild west. Oh yeah, I have a thing. I think my mouse is acting up because sometimes I'll right click when I left click and left click when I right click. It's weird. Well, I was gonna build a bunch of stairs, but I'll do that on the way up. I was thinking I'd run into something by now. There we go, I need some coal. Oh, and some wood. I need a hero. That's a different thing I need. One of the places at work that I have to check into while I'm working now is a restaurant, and it's always playing like songs that have the word hero in the title, so I Need a Hero comes on like every 20 minutes, although thankfully I only have to be in the restaurant for like a little while I'm doing what I need to in there, and then I have to go to the next place. Although I did actually submit my 2-week a little while ago. In fact, this Friday I had submitted my 2-week because I'm going to Tennessee over the summer for an internship. So that'll be fun. I hope. I hope it'll be fun. We'll see. I'm taking a pay cut to do it, so I hope it's good. And so, like I mentioned with the projects, you know, all the projects and exams for university, they're coming down to the wire. Thankfully, one of them is a individual project, not a group one. But my groupmates haven't been terrible yet, although a lot of the deadlines are coming up soon, so we'll see. I've been doing my part. I've been pulling my half of the chain. I do my stuff as early as I can try to, but we'll see. How deep am I? Well, so I'm about to start hitting the new blocks. Once I run out of torches, I have to head back up, though. Well, maybe not. There we go. So, while I'm down here, it would be a good thing to get a lot of deep slate and cobblestone, and I could bring some of that over to Kufmal to work on the Grand Temple, or the Cathedral, sorry. Because I did dig another one of these tunnels when I was in, what city was it? Bruhmethius. I was expanding the tunnel under Bruhmethius. Hey, we dug into a geode! I've never dug straight into a geode before. I've only, like, gone through them a different way. But yeah, we just dug straight into one. Alright. There's a Zambo in there. A Zamborghini. Should I jump down? Well, that's cool. I didn't expect to find one of these so early. They seem to be more common than I thought they were. I like the idea of them being rare, so you couldn't move them. You couldn't move the blocks that made them, so if you wanted one, you'd have to, like, have transportation to it. But they're so common that, like, you don't have to go through that much effort for it. Now I can farm purple blocks. Well, no, the thing is, I have a lot of these. Like, in Momoyosa, that town, on this server, there's, like, 3 of them. So, it's not like I'm starving for that or anything, but... And I would love to use calcite. That's the thing. I would love to use calcite in building projects, because it looks so much like marble. But there's so little of it. I don't know if you can, like, get it as a renewable resource or not, 'cause to me it seems like it's rare. Or anything over here? I don't know. And I haven't discovered a big cave yet, which is weird. Usually you always hit one really early. Maybe I just got unlucky here? I don't know. Can't believe they made cows into rocks. Moo! Reminds me of that one scene in what was the movie? Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Where it's like the guy's driving by in a car and he sees like a herd of cows, points it out, and the guy they're driving with is like, cows? I hate cows! And he just whips out a Tommy gun and starts blasting all the cows. The townspeople later like arrest him and send him to be, I think, hung or something for being a cow killer. I don't know, it's so dumb. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou is a classic. Still can't believe I didn't make any stairs. Let's see what we got from this. Got a lot of stone. Because the thing is, if I did want to make a... This wouldn't really help for the palace that much, since I'm going for a sort of stylistic Russian sort of palace with big windows and stuff like that, so I should be getting sand. I guess I could use all this in the cathedral, but oh well. I think I'm getting close to wrapping up some of the stream here, though, but I'll organize things later. Let me just spend a little more time gathering some sand so I can make some glass for the upcoming project. I didn't know you could use deep slate for that. Huh. I guess it makes sense. It's like my roommate's having some interesting time. He plays a lot of Valorant. Oh yeah, my roommate got me to play Valorant for the first time. I don't really like it. It's just not the game for me. Look, again, I've been raised on Team Fortress 2, TF2, and movement shooting. I played CSGO in the past, but I didn't like it because I had to stop myself too much, and I just didn't like CSGO. And I don't really like Valorant, but oh well. Sorry for the cough. I have a bit of a... I'm coming off of a cold I had last week, so my voice has been kind of raspy because of it. I said I needed to get sand, but there isn't too much sand nearby. And by too much, I mean any. So I don't want to dig some out of the riverbed, you know? It looks good in the riverbed. Oh well. No, I'll do some of it. Because I do need enough sand for the windows. I'll just dredge this river here, make it deeper. Maybe some boats can go through it. It would be cool if you could make, like, boats that are, like, 3x5 or something and actually had inventory and crafting, like a little mini base you could send around. That would be cool. Reminds me of the old Archimedes ships mod, where you could build boats and then turn them into an entity and drive the boat around. But yeah, that was an old mod. Bruh. I like how that one piece of grass was spontaneously exploded. Here we go, just a little more sand. Great, now I got, like, the first song for the Prince of Egypt stuck in my head. I want to watch that song, or watch that movie, but, I can't find a good place to watch it for free, so. Because I have a Deliver Us, or that one song stuck in my head. And the next update they have a boat with ships in it, you could say cargo. Isn't that's your, like, recurring jokes shtick, isn't it? God dang it. You see this pig? This pig is gonna suffer because of your actions. That pig's blood is on your hands because you made me angry by saying that. I hope you're happy with yourself. You have anything good to trade? Leather. Could actually get some leather from the capital, but that would be too much effort. What about you? You take wheat? No, you don't. I don't care. Oh yeah, I forgot I made a tavern. How did I name it the Brown Bowl? Okay, that's quite an interesting name for your tavern. The Brown Bowl. And maybe it was playing off a Brown Derby or something, but the Brown Bowl. Have a bowl, Mr. Squidward. Sponge boy me Bob. I'm not gonna say the ketamine thing. The ketamine thing is overused. Oh yeah, I need some wood, too. They're like a jungle tree. I can do the funny thing, too, where I chop off half the tree. Well, I need to be careful with doing it in the temple complex. Because this is sacred ground right here. I'll do it to this tree. Well, I don't know. Just need some wood. I gotta pick one eventually. I'll do it to this tree. Wait, this song already played. Let me skip this one. There we go. The thing is, I don't want to build a palace out of jungle wood. Because jungle and spruce don't go well together. I may have to import some wood. SpongeBob in Minecraft. The thing I'm remembering now is those really weird, like, 80s Japanese McDonald's commercials for all the SpongeBob toys, and it was like everyone was, even the announcer was just so hyperactive recording it. It was just a fever dream. Oh, hello, random bobcat, or whatever the hell they called that thing. It wasn't a bobcat, I forgot the name. I remember that those mobs used to be, like, you tamed one of them and they turned into a cat, but then they made cats separate mobs. Yeah, there goes my roommate again. There goes my roommate. Watch him as he goes. I'm gonna get kicked out. They're gonna pull out the roommate agreement. Yeah, so it's a start. I think that's enough of a start for now. And I mainly showed off everything I wanted to for this stream. And I do have some more project work to do tonight, so I think I may leave it off here for you guys. And I may just continue some of my work here, or actually get something productive done. Depends on how I feel, honestly, so... We'll see. So I probably will end up ending the stream here so far. But other than that, this is recorded. And all the other streams in this series are recorded and on their own playlist on the channel if you want to look over those. So, oh yeah, and I need to put stairs down here. So anyway, I hope you all have a good night, and I will see you all next time. Back in my day, we did a little trolling. Well, you see, we do large amounts of trolling, and I'm going to do a large, extremely large amount of trolling